Version 2 of the Stuka tutorial. Let's go. This might not even be the last version, you never know. So we're going to start with the schematic, position it a little bit in the air, and then build it or print it. Once you've done that, you're then going to want to remove all of the flaps. And there are no wings. These are actually all flaps, so don't have to worry about that. Every single one needs to get removed before you form it. This is to stop it glitching out. I hope that I am able to find a solution to this glitch other than this, because it's annoying. But if not, this will suffice. Once you've done that, you're going to get a helm. Place the helm on the ship and hit assemble. And there you go. Now what we're going to do next is we are going to grab a track toolkit and we're going to pump this up to 3. Then we're going to, well, hang on, let me get rid of these. Okay, items are gone. Then you can come over here and move the wheels all the way as far as they'll go. Then it kind of looks like they're sitting in these sheaths. Now that you've done that, you're going to get a comparator because it looks like the comparator went away, and we're going to get a redstone link. Put the comparator right here, set it to subtract mode, put the link here, make the link a receiver, get yellow wool, and then make that yellow coated. Then get out your glue. The glue does not go with it. I'm trying to get rid of this, whatever. The glue doesn't go with it, so you're going to want to glue the front of the propeller. Then you can click that. That assembles the propeller. Can I make these? Oh, I can't make these go away. Then you're going to get your normal flaps. You're just going to put your flaps here, and then you're going to glue these. And then you're going to put the flaps back under each wing and at the wing tips. I'm just doing the normal color so that I can kind of show you how I get that color. Not that you can exactly recreate it, it's very hard. And then come back here, put flaps down there, flaps up here, and flaps under there. So all the flaps are back. You only needed to glue these, so that's done. You're probably going to need to break and replace these autocannons. They have a tendency to not like to work initially. Make sure the small end here is facing backward and that the large opening like that is facing forward. So that should be good. And what we're going to do now is we're going to come in here and we're going to flick this. And you can see that it assembled both guns and it started the engine. That means that the links are still working. My oil refinery still has kerosene active, so kerosene is being brought in. You might want to change this, whatever you have as the fuel input. By default, it's kerosene, though. So the engine is on. That means we can get rid of this backup block. We don't need it anymore. Now for the controller. This is what your controller is going to look like. It also includes screenshots of this. And then here is the wool setup for this. And just so you see, you might have to change this. I had to. You're going to go to this button here, controller configurations. And what I did is I made this left shoulder is left shift and right shoulder is space. That's for shooting guns, is the left shift, space is dropping the bomb. Of course, there's nothing to shoot right now and no bombs to drop. But if there were, it would work. To shoot the guns, you have to put ammo boxes on this. For example, attaching a creative ammo box there will make that start shooting. But that doesn't come with the schematic. Not anymore. And if you want to put a bomb, we're going to go to the air war. And we're going to get, this is the bomb I've been using. There's others you could use. It's the SC250. Put the bomb there. And then if you push space, it's going to drop. So don't do that right now. It'll blow up. And then you're going to need to come over here and remove this. Take your controller, right click on that tweaked controller hub. Now you're connected to it and you can fire the booster by pushing left control. The booster is right in there. You can see it's moving. So that's how you use the booster. So it's optional. You don't have to use it, but you're probably going to want to if this is in survival. So the last thing we're going to do before fly it is I'm going to show you how to get the right colors on these wings or on these flaps. It's going to take a nightmare combination of light gray dye, black dye, light blue dye, and blue dye. Yeah. So all I can really do is just play what I do until I get it here, because I don't even have a way to like get the formula myself. So I think I just accidentally made this color. Of course, it's slightly purple. Oh, perfect. Every single time I do this is slightly different, and I wouldn't expect anything different than when you're trying to do this as well. So honestly, best of luck. Yeah, I got it kind of quickly that time. The great thing is you only have to do this one time, and then when you break it, it saves the color. So now it's all cosmetically done. We're ready to give it a test flight. It should just fly perfectly straight out of the box as soon, I mean, that you have the controller set up the right way and nothing's inverted. So we should be able to, oh, pretend that didn't happen. That's the Speeve skill issue problem. For you, it will work out of the box unless you have more than one Stuka. And if you do, you're going to have to change the channels on this, like I just did, because I have a Stuka right there. So now we pull back. Oh, the whole thing shut. Oh, shoot. Well, here's a good example. If the engine shuts down, it's either because it ran out of fuel or it filled up with carbon dioxide. So if it filled up with carbon dioxide, just break and replace the back of it. If it actually ran out of fuel completely, you're going to have to get a hand crank. Just get a crank wheel. And you're going to then break this. Here, let me just demonstrate. Let's just remove this. It has no fuel in it. You're going to break this block here. You're going to attach that there and spin this for a couple seconds, and then you can look over here. It's got some kerosene in it. And then put that back, and everything should start running again. Well, no, it filled up with that. So there, we remove that and like that. So that's how you restart the engine if there's a problem. Now the propeller should work fine. Yeah, propeller's working fine, so let's get in. You have to hold down left alt. At least that's what it is for me to pull back on this. You might have to change it, but I think that's default. So we'll pull it back all the way, hit the rocket booster, hit the elevators in the back, and we're heading up. And it works right out of the box. Definitely improvement from last time, that's for sure. Another tip that might become redundant later, if you log out of the world and you leave the flaps attached, when you come back it's going to be bugged, as though you had assembled it with flaps attached. In order to prevent that happening, you have to remove the flaps before logging out. Really annoying. That's why I'm saying I'm hoping it'll get fixed. You can fix this, though, on a glitched plane by coming back, removing the flaps on the glitched plane, and then relogging, and then it should be unglitched when you come back. But just know if you forget that, you're probably going to have a glitched plane. So that's how you set up the Stuka. Let me know if you have any questions. There may be another tutorial at some point, depending on what happens or doesn't happen. You never know. Thanks for watching, happy building, and have fun flying.